In my today's class, I am going to discuss about monopoly. Monopoly is a market structure where there is only a single seller operating in the market. Mono means single, poly means seller. Single seller operating in the market, which means no substitutes are available for his product. A single monopolist may be a single seller, may be a joint stock company, or a group of people operating on under producing one product. So this is called monopoly, and no substitutes are available, no competitors for him. This is in simple about monopoly. Then if this is monopoly, how output and pricing is done under such a market structure? In my today's class, I will be discussing about price and output determination under monopoly. Let us understand a monopolist is a very powerful, but though even he is very powerful, his monopoly power is controlled by the extent of demand, which means the consumers can control the power of the monopolist, though he has absolute power over the product, but his power also can be controlled by the consumers. Let us understand the output and pricing decisions in monopoly. In perfect competition, we have learned that a perfectly competitive firm cannot decide the price. It can only decide the output based on the price given by the market. But in monopoly, a monopolist can either set the price or set the output. He cannot do both, which means what? He has no power to set the price and then can sell as much as he wants, or by deciding the output that he has to sell, he cannot set the price. Let us understand this concept with the help of a diagram. In monopoly, on the x-axis, I am taking output. On the y-axis, AR, MR, MC and AC curves. So let us understand how the demand curve looks like in monopoly. In perfect competition, we have seen that the AR curve, the demand curve is horizontal to x-axis because a firm is a price taker in perfectly competitive market. Whereas in monopoly, he can set the price. So, downward sloping demand curve, the AR curve which is downward sloping in monopoly, we can see. So, AR curve is downward sloping. What is the meaning of this downward sloping AR curve or demand curve? Which means a firm can sell more output at a lesser price. For example, if we take P1 here, and the same Q1 quantity can be sold. If he wants to sell Q2 quantity, if he wants to increase output from Q1 to Q2, he has to reduce price from P1 to P2. Which means even if he is a monopolist, his power to sell the output is determined by the consumers. So he can sell more output by reducing the price, otherwise he cannot do so. Then the AR curve is downward sloping, but if you observe, the AR curve in a perfectly competitive market is horizontal to x-axis. But in monopoly, it is steeper. The curve, if you look at the demand curve or AR curve in monopoly is steeper compared to other market structures because of non-availability of substitutes. We have learnt under elasticity of demand, the one of the important factors which determine the elasticity of demand is availability of substitutes. More the availability of substitutes, higher will be the elasticity. In case of monopoly, because there are no substitutes available, the AR curve is steeper, which means not that relatively elastic because of the non-availability of substitutes. This is about AR curve. What about MR curve? In a perfectly competitive market, we have seen that because a firm is a price taker in perfect competition, AR is equal to MR is equal to price in perfect competition. But in monopoly, because a monopolist can decide the price and also output, MR lies below AR, which means you can draw a curve, MR curve, marginal revenue curve, below AR curve. Then when AR is downward sloping, MR is also downward sloping and MR lies below AR. Then how equilibrium output is obtained, how output maximization is done in case of a monopoly. Then where the two conditions which we have discussed in perfect competition, MC should be equal to MR. Number 2, MC should cut MR from below. Should cut MR from below. Which means rising portion of the MC curve. Rising portion of the MC curve. Rising portion of the MC curve. Then how do I draw MC curve? I am drawing the rising MC curve like this. So this is the MC curve. So MC is intersecting MR curve here. So let me assume that this is some Q3 quantity of output, OQ3. If you extend this line, if you extend this equilibrium quantity line till price, so this is some P3 price. So the output determined at MC is equal to MR is OQ3, then the price is OP3. So at this price, whether a firm incurs losses or enjoys supernormal profits. See, a monopolist always enjoys supernormal profits. If he incurs losses, he will never continue in business. But always, whether it is short run or long run, a firm will be continuously enjoying supernormal profits in monopoly. So let us see, for us to understand the supernormal profits or the profit position, we need to compare AR and AC. AR and AC. If AR is greater than AC, supernormal profits. AR is equal to AC, normal profit. AR is less than AC, losses. So a monopolist always enjoys supernormal profits. There is not much distinction between short run equilibrium and long run equilibrium in case of a monopoly, because long run is the period long enough for the new firms to enter into the market. Such a phenomena doesn't exist in monopoly because entry and exit is blocked, almost very difficult in case of monopoly market. So no question of entry into the market in the long run by new firms when a monopolist enjoying supernormal profits in the short run. So let us through graphically, how do we depict the supernormal profits? I am drawing the AC curve, please observe. This is the AC curve. Just look at OQ3 output, the price is OP3 and where it is touching the cost curve. This is C. This is C. The rectangle, this rectangle, supernormal profits. Supernormal profits. Which means P3 is greater than C, where P3 is AR and C is AC. So when AR is greater than AC, we can observe supernormal profits. Just look at the diagram. So the diagram where this MC is cutting MR, this is the maximum output or equilibrium output a monopolist obtains. From there extend the line till AR, then you will get the price. And this line, vertical line, where it is touching this cost curve, AC curve, then that is the cost. This box, just kindly observe, this box is, this rectangle gives us this rectangle gives us the supernormal profits. This entire area, P3, A, B, C, A, B, D. P3 A B D, I am writing here, P3 A B D is total revenue and total cost is CK BD. Total cost CK BD is the total cost. Then profit, which I am denoting with by pi, which is PA KC. This rectangle is the supernormal profits of a monopolist. But the difference between a perfect competition and monopoly market in terms of determination of price and output is, in monopoly, look at where it is cutting. When MC is equal to MR, The MC is cutting AC curve. At any point it cut AC curve. Because on the rising portion it can cut, on the falling portion it can cut. So the MC cutting MR at the same time cutting AC curve, generally it cuts the AC curve on the falling portion of the AC curve. The reason behind, a monopolist always tries to restrict the output in order to keep high prices. So let me demonstrate this. See, you just look at. Still there is a scope, the minimum point. Whereas in perfect competition, where MC is equal to MR, MC will pass through the minimum of AC, which means the maximum minimum efficient point will be reached and the resources will be efficiently utilized. In case of monopoly, where MC is equal to MR, the MC can cut and pass through AC curve at any point, which means generally the MC curve will be cutting the AC curve on the falling portion of the AC curve, because a monopolist tries to restrict the output and maintain higher prices in the market. So this is about a monopoly output and pricing determination. But this pricing is the same even in long run, because there is not much difference in the long run and then short run because of no entry and exit in case of a monopolist. In my next class, we will be studying monopolistic competition and how pricing is determined under monopolistic competition.